The planet was dark. Its surface was cracked and dry, with mountains of black rock rising like broken teeth. Once, long ago, humans had lived here. Cities had flourished, streets had been full of life, and towers had touched the sky. But now the world was empty. Silence ruled. Wind swept over abandoned buildings, carrying dust and the faint echoes of a time long gone. Alien scouts moved across the planet. They were tall, with many limbs, eyes that glowed faint green, and armor that shimmered under the dim sun. They walked carefully, scanning every corner. Their leader spoke in a harsh voice. "Nothing. This planet has no life. The humans are gone." "We were right." The other scouts nodded, but their sensors flickered suddenly. "Wait," one said. "There is a small energy reading, nothing like before, but unusual." The leader raised a claw. "Probably just a glitch. Move on." They did not see the humans hidden in the shadows. In a network of caves and tunnels beneath the mountains, small groups of humans moved quietly. They were few in number, but their eyes were bright with determination. They scavenged old supplies, fixing broken machines and gathering food. Their leader, a man named Yarrick, whispered orders. "Split into 2 groups. Check the storage rooms and bring whatever you can carry. Move fast. We don't know how long the aliens will stay." The humans were careful. They had lived in hiding for generations, learning to survive quietly. They did not have massive armies or huge ships. They had to be clever. Every shadow was a friend. Every rock a shield. Every silence a weapon. Above ground, the alien scouts continued their search. "I still do not see anything," said one, his voice trembling slightly. He had a bad feeling in his chest, but he could not explain it. Then sensors in their ship blinked wildly. Energy spikes appeared on the monitor, fast, sharp, and impossible to track. "Leader," the scout said, alarm rising in his voice. "Something is moving. Faster than anything our tech can detect." The leader's eyes widened. He leaned forward, scanning the readings. "Impossible. Nothing can move this fast. Check again." But the readings were real. Something was out there. Something small and fast. The scout adjusted the scanner, trying to focus. Then, suddenly, the monitor displayed a tiny ship. It appeared on the long-range scanners, a silver dot moving at impossible speed. Before the aliens could react, the ship vanished. Their screens flickered. It is gone," one scout stammered. "Where did it go?" The leader slammed his claw against the console. "Impossible. We are the hunters. We do not disappear." Panic rose among the scouts. The humans had done the impossible. They had hidden and struck without being seen. Beneath the mountains, Yarrick smiled quietly. "They see nothing," he said. "They think we are gone. But we are here. Always here." The humans had waited in secret, planning. They knew the galaxy had written them off as extinct, weak, and powerless. But the humans had survived. Every generation had trained, studied, and prepared for this day. They had built secret ships, weapons, and tools. They had learned patience. And now, the first step of their return had begun. In the alien ship above, tension grew. The scouts whispered among themselves, fear in their voices. "What are they?" one asked. "How can they be so fast? So clever?" The leader did not answer. He only stared at the blank scanner. Something was coming. Something he could not control. Back in the human tunnels, Yarrick gathered his team. "We will move soon," he said. "But not yet. Let them wonder. Let them fear. When the time comes, the galaxy will know we never left." The camera would have lingered on the humans' hidden faces, the determination in their eyes, the faint glow of their equipment in the darkness. And then, slowly, the scene would shift back to the alien scouts, confused and alarmed, unable to comprehend what had just happened. The planet was silent again. But the silence was not peaceful. It was waiting. Watching. The first spark of the unexpected war had begun. The audience could feel the tension. Who were these humans? How had they survived? And most importantly, what would happen next? Far away from the dark, abandoned planets, in the heart of the galaxy, the Grand Council gathered. The chamber was enormous, shining with lights that glimmered like stars. Hundreds of alien species were present. Tall, small, winged, scaled, glowing, and armored. Every corner buzzed with chatter and laughter. They celebrated what they thought was their greatest victory, the extinction of humans. "This is it," a large, four-armed alien said proudly. "The humans are gone. We can finally take the galaxy without fear." "They were primitive," another whispered, sneering. "Gone centuries ago. Nothing to worry about." The chamber erupted in laughter. Alien commanders clapped, stomped, and waved their weapons in joy. Humans were a story from old history, a weak species that had destroyed itself. To them humans were a myth. But not everyone laughed. In the shadows, an old alien commander, his skin darkened with age, watched quietly. His eyes were sharp and calculating. He muttered softly, "Legends never die. They wait. Patience, humans always wait." A young alien nearby scoffed. "Old stories again? You worry too much. Humans are nothing. Enjoy this victory." The old commander's gaze did not leave the council floor. He remembered old reports, old battles, old whispers about human secret powers. "They are gone," he said quietly, but his voice carried a warning. Suddenly, alarms blared across the chamber. Large screens flickered. Every alien commander turned, startled. Red warnings flashed. Unknown energy readings appeared in the uncharted sector near the old human worlds. "What is that?" shouted one of the younger aliens. The screens displayed nothing clear. The energy was fast, scattered, almost like it was hiding. The technicians typed and scanned frantically. The council waited in silence. One brave scout spoke, We can't track it properly. It moves faster than any known ship or life form." Laughter died slowly in the room. Panic began to spread. The young alien commander felt a cold fear. "Impossible. Humans, gone. There is no one there." The old commander raised his voice. "Do not underestimate them. Humans are clever. They survive where others fail. They may be gone, but they are not dead." The council ignored him. Most commanders returned to their drinks and celebrations, mocking his warning. Yet some eyes in the room were uneasy. Something did not feel right. Meanwhile, in the hidden human tunnels, far from the council, the humans monitored the alien movements. Their advanced sensors had tracked the council ship's positions, movements, and signals. Yarrick and his team smiled. They were invisible. The aliens had no idea humans were still alive, let alone watching and waiting. "Let them celebrate," Yarrick said. "Their arrogance will be their weakness. Soon they will see us. Soon they will understand that humans never vanish." Back in the council chamber, the energy readings grew. Screens showed tiny flashes, too small for alien sensors to focus. Every commander in the room felt it, even if they could not explain it. A shadow of fear passed over their faces. Something was coming. Something they had written off centuries ago. "Sir," a young technician said nervously, there is movement near the outer planets." Readings spike and vanish immediately. "I cannot predict the path." The old commander's eyes narrowed. "Yes, just as I feared. They are returning. Not one, not 10, but something greater. Something unstoppable." The other commanders laughed nervously, but the laughter lacked confidence. The council chamber, once so loud and confident, felt tense. The air was heavy with uncertainty. In the secret human tunnels, the words of the old alien commander reached ears heeded by no one. Humans had listened to their own legends, stories of survival and strength passed down for generations. They had built, hidden, and prepared. And now, the first signs of their return had begun to appear, not through attack but through mystery, through fear. The council might not understand it yet, but the galaxy was about to change. The humans they had forgotten, mocked, and banished were alive. They were patient. They were ready. And they were coming. As the camera would have panned across the council chamber, the audience could see the cracks in alien confidence, the first signs of fear in their eyes. And then, back in the shadows, the humans prepared. Every tool, every weapon, every secret ship was ready to move at the right moment. The suspense built. Who were these humans? How many were still alive? And when would they strike? The council had laughed. The council had celebrated. But soon the galaxy would learn a hard truth. Humans do not disappear. They wait. Far from the celebration halls of the Galactic Council, on a hidden planet shielded by thick clouds and energy fields, humans lived in secret. The surface looked quiet, empty, and ordinary. But beneath the mountains, in deep tunnels and high-tech bunkers, the truth was very different. Humans were alive. Humans were preparing. Humans were powerful. Yarrick, the human leader, walked through a cavern lined with glowing screens. Each screen showed distant alien movements, star charts, and sensor readings. Small teams of humans worked quietly, repairing ships, assembling weapons, and running simulations. Every person had a task. Every movement was precise. "These ships must be ready," Yarrick said, his voice low but firm. "The council believes we are extinct. They do not know what we have built." A young human engineer, Mira, adjusted a control panel. "Sir, the new engines are ready for testing. They can move faster than anything the aliens can detect." Yarrick nodded. "Good. Test it now but stay hidden. We cannot be discovered yet. The team moved to a small, sleek ship waiting in the cavern. It looked simple from afar, but inside, advanced technology hummed. Its engines glowed softly, powered by a secret energy humans had developed over centuries. It could travel faster than alien sensors could track and move silently through space. As the ship activated, a low hum filled the cavern. Jarek's eyes scanned every readout. "Remember," he said to Mira, "we are testing, not attacking. Patience is our greatest weapon." Outside, alien scouts unknowingly patrolled the sector. They moved through space with confidence, believing humans were gone forever. Their arrogance made them careless. But the humans had watched them for months, learning patterns, weaknesses, and blind spots. The ship rose into the cavern's launch shaft, lights flickering across the walls. With a sudden burst, it shot into the upper atmosphere, disappearing into the clouds. Inside, Mira controlled the engines, and for the first time they saw what their technology could do. The ship moved so fast that alien sensors had no chance of detecting it. Every energy spike was brief, tiny, impossible to track. It darted across the sky like a silver arrow. For the humans it was a small test, but for any alien observing, it would have seemed like magic. In a remote alien patrol ship, the sensors flickered. "Sir, something is moving, but I can't track it," a young scout reported. It's too fast. Gone again." The alien commander frowned. "Impossible. There should be nothing here. The humans are extinct." Back in the human tunnels, the ship returned safely. Mira jumped out, smiling. "It worked perfectly. No one could detect us. We are ready." Yarek placed his hand on the console, eyes shining with determination. "Good. Now the first phase begins. We watch. We wait. And when the time comes, we strike, not just to survive but to remind the galaxy why humans never die." The human teams continued their work. Engineers repaired older ships, soldiers trained in combat tactics, and scouts analyzed alien fleets. Every generation had prepared for this moment, though the galaxy had forgotten them. Humans had not just survived, they had grown stronger, smarter, and faster. One scout approached Yarek, nervous but eager. "Sir, do you think the Council suspects anything?" Yarek shook his head. "They do not. Their arrogance blinds them. They laugh at history. They laugh at stories. But we are ready to remind them that laughter does not protect you from what you cannot see." A small group of humans gathered around a holographic map. Tiny points of light represented alien ships, colonies, and patrol routes. Humans plotted their first moves carefully, making sure every step would remain invisible. Their hidden power was not in numbers but in strategy, speed, and technology. Hours passed. Weeks passed. The humans remained hidden, but their confidence grew. Every test, every drill, every new invention built their strength and sharpened their skills. The Council had written them off as extinct, but humans were no longer just survivors. They were a hidden force ready to change the course of the galaxy. As night fell over the hidden planet, the camera would have focused on the glowing tunnels, flickering screens, and determined faces of the humans. In the shadows, ships waited. Weapons waited. And patience waited. The suspense lingered. The galaxy believed humans were gone. The Council laughed. The patrols ignored the outer sectors. But the humans had learned the greatest secret of all. Power is silent until it strikes. The audience felt it too. The excitement, the mystery, the thrill of knowing humans were preparing a return no alien could imagine. And in that moment, the first signs of the unstoppable force began to shine through the darkness, hinting at the war that was about to erupt. The vast darkness of space was quiet. Alien patrol fleets moved slowly, confident and proud. Their ships glided in formation, shields glowing, weapons ready. The Galactic Council had assured them that humans were extinct. There was no need for worry. Nothing could possibly threaten them. But deep in the uncharted sectors, a tiny silver dot appeared on their long-range scanners. For a moment the aliens thought it was a glitch. Another dot appeared. And then another. The blips moved too fast, too precise, too clever. "Sir. Unknown ships detected. Small, fast, they are moving in impossible patterns," a scout shouted, panic rising in his voice. The alien commander leaned forward. "Impossible. Humans are gone. There is nothing here." But the blips grew closer. The fleet sensors flickered and glitched. Energy readings spiked and vanished before anyone could identify them. Ships twitched, alarms blared, and chaos spread among the young officers. Meanwhile, in the hidden human tunnels, Yarek and his team watched everything on their screens. "They see us now," he whispered. "It is time." A squadron of small, advanced human ships jumped out of hyperspace. They moved silently, faster than the alien sensors could detect. The human ships were sleek, almost invisible in the dark void. No warnings, no signals, just precise, unstoppable movement. The first strike came. Without warning, the human ships fired energy pulses at a small patrol group. The pulses disabled shields instantly. Weapons systems failed. The aliens tried to respond, but their attacks were slow, clumsy, and ineffective. Their confidence turned to fear in seconds. "Impossible!" shouted the alien commander. They should not exist. They are too fast, too strong." The humans moved with perfect coordination. Each strike was calculated. Each retreat covered their tracks. The aliens could not keep up. The tiny fleet vanished and reappeared in another sector, striking again. Every time their attacks were brief but devastating. Back in the council chambers, reports of the strange energy and attacks began arriving. The young alien commanders panicked. "They are attacking," one cried. "But there are too few of them. How can this be happening?" An older alien commander, the one who had warned about humans before, watched quietly. He said nothing, but his eyes were cold, steady, and knowing. "The humans are here," he muttered. "And we were fools to forget them." In the tunnels, the human engineers and soldiers celebrated silently. "Phase 1 complete," Mira said. "No casualties. They don't even know what hit them." Yarrick smiled, but his expression was calm, not arrogant. "This is only the beginning," he said. "The galaxy believes humans are weak. They believe we are extinct. But every mistake they make now will teach them the truth." As the human ships retreated, the alien fleet struggled to regroup. Systems were malfunctioning. Communications were jammed. The patrol ships were scattered. The once proud alien fleets were now in disarray. One alien scout screamed into the comms, "Sir, we can't fight them. They are unstoppable." The commander clenched his claws. "This cannot be. Humans, extinct. They should not exist." Meanwhile, in the hidden human command center, Yarrick studied the alien movements carefully. "They are panicking," he said. "Good. Let them panic. Fear is a weapon we control better than any gun." The suspense hung over the galaxy. No one knew how many humans remained hidden, where their fleets were, or what their next move would be. The Council had laughed for centuries, believing humans were gone. Now the first taste of humanity's return had arrived, and the galaxy could feel the tremor. The camera would have zoomed into the alien ships, struggling and confused, then shifted back to the humans, calm and collected, preparing for the next strike. The contrast was stark. Silence and confidence on one side, chaos and fear on the other. For the audience, the tension was unbearable. Humans were not just back, they were faster, smarter, and more dangerous than anyone imagined. The question burned in every mind: how far would humans go? How strong were they really? And in the shadows of space, Yarrick whispered to his team, "We are hidden. We are patient. And when the galaxy realizes who we truly are, it will already be too late." The unexpected war had begun. Far from the shocked and confused alien fleets, humans were preparing their next move. Hidden bases across secret planets were buzzing with activity. Ships were repaired, weapons upgraded, and crews trained. Every detail was checked. Every plan rehearsed. Yarrick stood on a high platform in the command center, looking at the holographic map of the galaxy. Tiny dots of light represented alien fleets, colonies, and patrols. Other dots, silver and sleek, represented human ships, moving silently and unseen. "We will not strike blindly," Yarrick said. "Patience is our strength. Precision is our weapon. Every move must be calculated. Every step must be hidden until the moment comes." His second-in-command, Mira, adjusted a screen showing energy readings from alien patrols. "Sir, the Council fleets are still in confusion. Their sensors are offline in multiple sectors. They don't even realize the size of our force." Yarrick smiled. "Exactly. Let them underestimate us. Let them believe we are gone. Then, when we strike together, they will feel the force of humanity for the first time in centuries." The human fleet was growing. Small ships moved in formation, larger battleships hovered behind, shielded and hidden. Advanced engines hummed quietly, ready to jump to hyperspace at any moment. The humans were not strong in numbers, but their speed, technology, and strategy made them unstoppable. Meanwhile, alien scouts reported strange readings again. "Commander," one shouted. "Movement, too fast, too precise, multiple sectors. Something is coming." The alien commander rubbed his claws over his face. Impossible. We control this part of the galaxy. There should be nothing here. Humans are extinct. The humans watched and waited. They had studied every patrol route, every alien weakness, every mistake. In simulations they had tested countless strategies. They had learned patience, invisibility, and timing. The galaxy believed they were weak. That belief would soon be shattered. Yarrick turned to his fleet. We move at nightfall. Step by step. First, we disable their outposts. Then, we show them that humans are not extinct, they are unstoppable. The fleet hummed to life. Ships slid from their hidden bays, engines silent. They moved in shadows unseen by alien sensors. Every pilot knew the plan. Every soldier understood their role. Humans had waited for this moment for centuries. In the distant council chambers, tension grew. Reports of strange energy spikes, invisible ships, and minor strikes reached the council. Young commanders whispered nervously. "It can't be humans alive?" one said. The older alien commander, silent for centuries, spoke at last. "They are alive," he said. "And they are preparing." Every warning we ignored, every legend we laughed at, it was real. The humans never died. Back with the human fleet, Yarrick ordered the first strike. Small outposts, lightly guarded, were disabled without casualties. Alien alarms rang, but by the time reinforcements arrived, the humans had vanished into hyperspace. Every move was precise. Every strike calculated. The aliens could only guess where the humans were next. The suspense was electric. The council had thought the humans were gone. They had celebrated, laughed, and planned their expansion. Now their arrogance was their weakness. Humans were not just back, they were learning, growing, and striking. Phase 2 begins soon, Yarrick said quietly to his officers. The galaxy has forgotten us. But it will remember soon. Every planet, every fleet, every colony, they will learn that humans are patient, strong, and unstoppable. Mira checked the sensors one last time. "Sir, no alien fleet has noticed the full size of our force yet. We are ready for the next stage." Yarrick nodded. "Good. Keep hidden. Let them stumble. Then, when the moment is right, we will strike as one. Let fear spread. Let confusion spread. That is our advantage." In hidden tunnels, the humans continued to prepare, their faces calm and determined. Every generation had waited for this. Every story of survival, every lesson of patience had led to this moment. The galaxy had laughed at humans for centuries. The humans were now rising. The camera would have moved across the glowing tunnels, the silent ships, the focused faces, and then zoomed out into space. Tiny human ships blinked in distant sectors, invisible to alien eyes, waiting for the signal. The galaxy was about to see the return of a species they had written off. For the audience, the excitement was intense. Humans were not just survivors, they were a rising force, hidden and powerful. The suspense was unbearable. When would the full human fleet reveal itself? How strong were they? What would the aliens do next? The unexpected war was escalating. The humans were no longer only survivors, they were a force ready to reclaim their place in the galaxy. And soon, every alien would understand one truth: the humans never truly disappeared. They were patient, powerful, and unstoppable. The galaxy trembled. Alien fleets were on high alert, but confusion reigned. Reports came in from multiple sectors. Ships disabled, colonies silent, patrols vanished. Something was happening, something no alien had ever seen. Humans were moving, striking, and disappearing, leaving chaos behind. In the hidden human command center, Yarrick stood before a massive holographic map. Hundreds of dots represented alien fleets. Thousands of lines traced patrol routes, supply routes, and communication lines. Among them, the silver dots, human ships, glowed quietly, hidden, ready to strike. "Today we show the galaxy the true power of humanity," Yarrick said. His voice was calm but filled with authority. "We are not here to survive. We are here to reclaim our place. Every fleet, every colony, every system, they will remember humans." Mira, his second in command, tapped a screen. "The alien fleets are in disarray. They don't know the size of our force. Their panic is spreading. This is the perfect moment." Yarrick nodded. "Good. All ships jump to hyperspace. Phase 3, full strike." The human fleet leapt into hyperspace silently. In an instant, thousands of ships appeared across key alien territories. The sudden appearance shocked the alien fleets. Their sensors could not track the fast-moving human ships. Their weapons fired too slowly. Every attack was met with perfect evasive maneuvers. The first wave struck with precision. Energy pulses disabled weapons systems on multiple command ships. Alien fleets tried to retaliate, but the humans were faster, smarter, and coordinated. No human ship was lost. Every strike left the aliens confused, panicked, and demoralized. In the alien council chambers, chaos erupted. Alarms blared. Screens flickered. Commanders shouted orders that were ignored by malfunctioning systems. What is happening? One cried. Humans, they are attacking everywhere at once. The older alien commander, silent for centuries, watched with a grim expression. This is what I warned about, he muttered. They were never gone. And now they are unstoppable. Back in space, the humans pressed forward. Ships moved in perfect formations covering each other. Every strike disabled key targets, supply lines, weapon depots, and communication hubs. The aliens could not respond fast enough. Their fleets fell apart under the strategic and precise assault. Yarrick watched the battle unfold. Keep moving, he ordered. Focus on coordination, speed, and stealth. Show them the human way of war. We are not just fighting. We are teaching them a lesson. Small human teams infiltrated alien stations using stealth technology. They took control of command centers, gathering intelligence and disabling defenses. The humans were silent, efficient, and deadly. The galaxy watched as the legend of extinct humans became reality. The alien fleets attempted to regroup, but their confidence had crumbled. Ships collided, engines overheated, and officers panicked. Their arrogance and underestimation had cost them dearly. Humans, who had been hidden for centuries, now controlled the battlefield without revealing all their strength. In the human command center, a cheer rose softly, controlled but full of satisfaction. Phase 3 complete, Mira said. They are in retreat. Systems disabled. Communication down. The galaxy is ours to claim. Yarrick raised a hand. Hold your ships. Celebrate quietly. We have shown the first lesson. The galaxy will remember humans from now on, not as extinct, not as weak, but as an unstoppable force. This is only the beginning. Above the chaos, the camera would have zoomed out into the galaxy. Alien fleets scattered like broken stars. Systems fell silent. And in the distance, human ships glimmered, calm and ready. The tide had turned. The galaxy had witnessed the unstoppable return. For the audience, the tension exploded into awe. Humans had returned, faster, smarter, stronger than anyone imagined. Legends had come alive. Patience had turned into power. Silence had turned into action. And the story ended not with destruction alone, but with a promise. The humans would never be forgotten, and the galaxy would never underestimate them again. Yarrick looked at the stars, the calm in his eyes masking the power beneath. We waited. We prepared. We returned. And now, the galaxy will know the truth. Humanity never dies. Humanity never surrenders. Humanity is unstoppable. The unexpected war had reached its climax. The humans had returned. The galaxy had been changed forever.